Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome back to the farm. Today is the day we have been waiting for a long time here. It is pig processing day for us. We are out here bright and early. It's just after 7 a.m. And it's a cold one here this morning. 21 degrees we're showing, and we're gonna get a jump on it early because, guys, we're actually gonna get some snow here this afternoon, expecting about 6 to 10 inches here in Eastern PA. So I guess that's exciting as well. But we're gonna show you how we're gonna process these pigs. And before we do that, I'm gonna give you kind of a quick overview where we're at as far as our plans for today. All right, guys, so a couple things before we get going. The original plan was to harvest 2 today. If everything goes as planned, we're gonna actually do a 3rd as well. Have a lot of help here today. You're gonna see my dad in the video. You're gonna see my brother, and my good buddy Joe is over here to help us as well. So while we have the help, figure why not take it, and we'll knock out a couple more if we can. So a couple things I want to go over before we start. First thing, it's going to be concern to many, harvesting humanely. It's very important to us. We take care of these animals throughout the year. We raise them with as much care as we possibly can. And it's important to us that we harvest them the same way. Last thing you want is an animal to suffer, and last thing you want is a stressed animal when you're harvesting. So really important that you keep them as calm as possible as we do this process. Second thing, you're gonna see use of firearms. You're gonna see some blood and guts. So if that's not for you guys, I apologize in advance, but I would encourage you just, don't tune into this one. It is part of life. It is part of a farm. And quite honestly, it's part of where your meat comes from. But anyway, I respect anybody's opinion out there. So if you're not interested in that, this one's not for you. I would encourage you, swing through our channel, check out some other ones that might be more fitting for you. So how this is done, and the part that I can't show you guys, so I'm going to talk it through a little bit. The firearm of choice for dispatch is a 22 long. Basically what you're going to do, you're going to place the shot between the eyes, almost in that forehead area. That is going to essentially stun the animal, and then you're going to bleed it out by cutting one of the main arteries in the neck. Again, guys, this is the most humane way. You look around, even YouTube, you look around the channels, and that is pretty much the primary way that people are harvesting pigs on the farm here. So it is quick, it's relatively painless for them as much as possible, and the goal is to have it go smoothly, really quick. It's a quick process. And then we're gonna get the tractor in here, we're gonna get those animals hooked up, get them out of here, and we're gonna haul over to continue our processing, and we will show you all that as we go. So with that being said, I gotta get moving here. We'll show you guys as much as we can. Keep in mind, YouTube guidelines will not allow us to show certain things. You're not gonna see the shot, and you're not gonna see us actually removing some of the insides from the animals as well, due to YouTube guidelines. But we'll show you as much as we possibly can, and hope you guys get something out of this one. So let's get at it. Okay, guys, we got the first one done pretty easy. The others are a little bit spooked, so we're gonna give them a little time to kind of settle down. We'll go over and we'll take care of that. And I'll keep going back to how important it is. You want your animals to be calm upon harvest. So like I mentioned, our corral is a little too big. Definitely something in the future. If you guys are doing this, you need them confined into a small area on processing day. Obviously, when you're raising them, you want as large of an area as you can, but on processing day, you want a small area. It's just going to make it a little easier for you to actually take those animals down. So again, keeping your animals calm, we're going to leave them a little bit of time to kind of settle back down. Then we're going to head back over, and hopefully the other 2 are pretty quick for us as well. But in the meantime, we're going to start working. We're going to hang this pig from the forks of my brother's loader. We're going to skin it. We're going to remove the insides, and hopefully then we can get a weight on for you. All right, so like I said, guys, we're gonna go ahead. We got it up on the loader forks. And now we're gonna go ahead. It's actually turned the wrong way, but we'll figure it out. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna skin this animal out, and obviously gut it as well there. We're gonna do that outside of the summer kitchen. Then we'll take it in and we'll hang it up. All right, we're back at the shop. We have the other 2 down. Joe and my dad are over here working on skinning the first one. You can see we already got a good section done here. And we'll go ahead, we'll work away. I'll put you guys up here on a stand and second pig is ready to get cut. Got all the guts out, and we're gonna tie up the third now. While we were messing around with this, we were able to get an initial weight on our first pig. Now it was a smaller one. It's actually a guinea hog cross with a Hampshire, so it is relatively a smaller breed. We're really only getting, it's probably about 160, 170 pounds live weight. So we're gonna get a little over 100 pounds hanging weight. So smaller animal, but this is the time we had to process. So we went forward, and the Idaho pig here behind us, I suspect that one will be pushing more like 200 live. So hoping to get at least 120 pounds hanging, but this one will be ready to go here in a second. We just gotta cut it. So we're gonna use our Sawzall here, and then we'll get you a hanging weight on this. So hopefully this is a little more in line with what we wanted. We got the third one done. Relatively small animal here. This was a guinea hog Hampshire cross, but I was really happy. The Idaho pasture pig turned out to be exactly, I couldn't have guessed it any better, 120 pounds hang weight, which means it was close to 200 pounds live weight. So they're in here now cutting up, but I just finished skinning this one, got it in half. Again, this is a smaller one, just the type of breed, and that's something we learned this time with this breed. They take longer to grow out, so something we might have to decide, okay, we might have to go a different breed in the future to raise out a little bigger animal, but it'll be plenty of meat for us. But anyway, we got these hanging. We are already working on cutting here. You can see a half here. Got a bunch of grind meat already cut up, and we have a bunch cut here as well, which will end up being broken down here either today or first thing tomorrow morning. Hope you guys enjoyed this one today. Got our pigs hanging here behind us. As discussed earlier, we weren't able to show everything. Obviously, YouTube guidelines kind of restrict us from showing the dispatch and the gutting process, but we showed you what we could. Meat in the freezer. We'll show you more tomorrow with the breakdown, and we definitely had a pretty successful day doing it. Pretty smooth, as according to plan, I guess, as you could. A couple key points learned for us, and we'll talk more about this, but keeping the animals calm is definitely a rule to live by as far as processing pigs. You don't want them stressed out. It is going to affect your meat. For the most part, I think we did okay with that, although it didn't go exactly as planned. Second thing, for next time, definitely need to establish a smaller corral to kind of contain these animals for processing. It's just gonna make dispatch that much easier because we don't want to be chasing pigs around. That's the last thing you want to be doing when you have a long day's work ahead of you. But anyway, from that point forward, very smooth process. We got them skinned. Quite honestly, I don't think I'll ever scold a pig again. That's a thing in the past for us, and that was, to be honest, it was a pain. dipping them in hot water and then pulling the hair off. It's just not something you want to be doing, especially on a cold, snowy day. Skinning them much easier. Obviously, you're going to lose some fat, but there is a trade-off there. So anyway, got it hanging behind us, and we're going to call it a day. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what we're doing, as always, you can drop us questions, comments below. Give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel, and we'll be with you tomorrow.